Hi, welcome to Automotive Show, KG Canadian Enthusiast. Before start the show, hit the like button and subscribe to my show on the latest episode, which is today. Now let's get started. Now today on the show we're going to talk about major motor news, about three important vehicles. Let's start with the most odd one. No, not odd in terms of North America, not so much in Asia or the Middle East. The Nissan Patrol introduced Nissan introduced the Nissan Patrol's Nismo variant at last. Technically, it's a Nismo version of the Nissan Patrol. The Nissan Patrol is / Nissan Armada. You know the point. Armada is the Infiniti QX80. You get the counter logic here. So in short, the Nismo is technically what it is. But you can't have the Nismo Armadas or the Infiniti because that doesn't go in. But in the Middle East, the lucky Middle Eastern people, they get the Infiniti. They get it. They get the good old Patrol with the old nameplate, the Nismo. Now let's talk about some specifications. The Nismo is powered by a 5.6 liter V8 engine with 428 horsepower. That's 28 more than a usual Patrol, so that's a pretty good boost. But the fun fact is this thing is actually built for off-road racing, less for the street department, less for the street racing. That's what this thing is built for, off-road racing, dune racing, dunes in the sand, in the desert. That's what this thing is specializes at. For some people, it's a bit crazy. It's not a true Nismo for a 6,000-pound luxury SUV. But not always Nismo all specializes in off-roading. They can do that if they want, and this is what this thing does. Now the prices are expected around $104,000 if it's sold in the United States. But again, it's not most of it happen. But I just want to tell you about that because I'm a big fan of the Nissan Patrol. Just so you know, the standard Patrol is still available with the 400 horsepower V8 and a 4 liter V6 is still available. So moving on from that, let's talk about the new Range Rover. Yes, there is a new variant of the Range Rover, which is called the SP Autobiography Ultimate. Now it's available in long wheelbase and short wheelbase form. Prices will start from £147,000 for the short wheelbase variant of that, and £183,000 onwards the long wheelbase variant with the Ultimate trim. This now, according to them, it gives an extra layer of luxury, makes the Range Rover more special and bespoke. Is it true the marketing people? Well, they're almost right. They're pretty much right. The Rolls-Royce Cullinan, the Bentley Bentayga, it can't come close towards Range Rover. There is no surprise about it. They can try hard much as they want, but they can't. We know it. So let's not even think about that argument because we know that significantly well. But this is the fact, okay? This is the interior of a normal Range Rover. Okay, this is the interior of a normal Range Rover here. This is the interior of a normal Range Rover. Alright, you might think it would not be much different. You think it would not be, differentiation. But the differentiation of a normal interior of a Range Rover is not always how it actually looks, really. No, that's not how it works. How it really works is the build quality. It's the materials, what's in it makes the difference. That's how it makes the difference. So, outcome-wise, you think it's same, but it is not. So now, of course, price-wise, $100,000 is stupid because you're going to spend well over £300,000 end of the day. In dollars, this is well over $200,000 to begin with, which is no surprise. Now, my recommendation is get this if you want, but I don't know why should you buy this. The usual SU Autobiography is more than good enough. If you want bespokeness, well, go for this. It won't harm you in any meaningful way, I can assure you. From a segment leader, from a proven segment leader, let's talk about Subaru. A brand that does the job right. It serves its clientele perfectly. It knows what it needs to do perfectly. And you can't get perfect than that. So Subaru has a new family member. For Subaru, it's a new sub-brand named Wilderness, which will be beefing up their lineup. Expectation is that now we know it's already in the Outback. It will be further used in the Forester and the Crosstrack. Just so you know. Now, the first to come out is, of course, in the Outback. Now, the Wilderness package will cost around about $40,000, maybe $45,000, which is a reason for that. There's a reason for that. You are getting, you get more ground clearance, nearly as a Jeep Wrangler, nearly as a Wrangler. It's more capable, and I would say, it's capable of off-road just like a Jeep Wrangler, except in rock crawling and stuff, and then you got to get the Wrangler. That's the point. And then, of course, the styling. I saw the picture of the Wilderness and I honestly thought it's one of the best design. It's the plastic cladding actually works. It actually meets the substance. The plastic cladding, it looks good. It's butch, it's muscular, it's special. I like it. I think it's tremendously sharp looking brash vehicle. I think it's wonderful. The interior is good as you know in Outback. Honestly, it's brilliant. Now engines, you can get the 2.5 litre engine with 182 horsepower or the turbocharged engine with 260 horsepower. That's not a power. If you're getting the wilderness trim, getting the 260 horsepower engine makes more sense. So the wilderness package then delivers on the promise. Now what is my opinion? Is it worth? Yes. Subaru is all about off-road and comfort on the road. So the wilderness trim suits the Subaru's brand image very well. So I think get the wilderness. It won't hurt you in any meaningful way. I personally recommend to you. I think it's a trim to have. Please, that's one to have. So now, of course, I also must say get the Outback over the Nissan Altima or any of the mid-size cars actually, because it's actually pretty good choice. It's versatile. So I'm going to end the video. Before I end the video though, I do want to talk about something before I do. It's about the Chinese brands. Now, recently I was seeing the Rover iMax 8 actually. It comes with a turbocharged 2-litre engine, well over 220 plus horsepower. The Rover iMax, which is a full-size MPV, which I would call it full-size luxury MPVs. It's sort of a rival to the Alphard and the Lexus LM and the Buick GL8 and etc. I see it's tremendously ultra luxurious, fantastic and posh. If you're thinking a minivan can't be luxury limousine, it's wrong. A minivan can be, because understated exterior and extremely ultra luxurious interior. You can't ask for more than that. Really, you can't ask for more. So on that note, I'm going to end the video. Before that, I want to say hit the like button and subscribe to my show, and tell me what I should talk about in the future episodes. Thank you very much.